Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our adventure through the SkyBlock server that belongs to Vintage Beef. If you have not joined and are looking for a SkyBlock server, it's a lot of fun. There's so much stuff to do. It's Vintage Beef. No, it's VintageSky.gg. All right, we have a lot to cover today, so I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick. Uh, so as you can see, I made a few little farms, and as you can see, as I'm picking up this cactus, my little cactus farm is not waste free. There are random bits that pop up on the outside, and it's only one layer, but it's just something simple, and it's just free cactus. I don't have to mess with it. I can let the little bits rot, and I still get some, and it just, creates itself. Um, I do run through here as I'm heading to the lucky block or heading to the smelter or whatever, and I gather it up and toss it in, but even if I just let it rot, I'm still getting free cactus. Not great amounts, but, whatever. At some point, I might do some research and figure out how to make a full big cactus farm and hook it up to an auto sell chest so that it just continuously makes me money. I might do that at some point. Not a high priority. Oh, before we get too far, I want to come correct something. I showed you these last episode. In case you're looking for something to watch. Hermitcraft, that is family friendly. They call themselves PG, but technically they're not PG because a PG rating on a movie, at least here in the United States, I don't know how it's the same everywhere, but here in the United States that allows for some cussing. Hermitcraft doesn't do that. Now, some of their humor can be a little of the Pixar humor, it's kind of like it's okay for kids to hear it, but the adults can pick up on the hidden meanings or whatever. Anyway, Hermitcraft is family friendly. Minecraft has adult language in it. So if you're a parent and you don't want your kids hearing that, then they can't watch Minecraft. Their humor is pretty clean, but their language is, they don't watch their language. Imp and Skiz, family friendly. Misadventures, family friendly. Past Life, family friendly. RP Gaming. RP Gaming has some adult language in it. It's not excessive, and I think he would be classified as PG or PG-13 at the most. I don't. It just depends on how strict you are with your kids. Whip is family friendly. Pixel Riffs is family friendly. As I said, Neves Gaming is adult humor, adult language. It is definitely very adult. Canzalone, I believe he's family friendly. My brain is locking up. Critical Role. For safety's sake, we're gonna say PG-13, but I don't actually remember hearing any adult language. But it is a D&D uh, scenario, and so some of the content, if you don't want your kids hearing about monsters and stuff like that, then maybe that's not for them. Ellen's show is definitely family friendly. Pod Save America uses adult language, and it's a show about politics, so your kids probably don't want to watch that anyway. Okay, so that being said, so we got the cactus farm. I made these little areas so that I can harvest these. I set up these little areas, and these are not, every so often, they have contests, and it's who can farm the most pumpkins in the next 9 minutes or 10 minutes, or who can farm the most sugarcane, or who can farm the most whatever, and the rewards are significant if you win, or even just place. But that's not what I'm after, okay? I wanted some crop farms set up so that I could, get stuff. I have my bushes here, my chew talls, so that I can bone meal them. Now, in Bedrock, uh, you can put a flower down, any flower, and I believe it has to sit in a hole. I can't remember if you have to sit it in a hole or not. But anyway, you can bone meal it and it will spread. Well, for Java, we don't have that option. It's only the two tall bushes that you can do that with. Hopefully, someday, Mojang will get the parity down and we'll have all the good stuff from Bedrock will be brought over to Java, and all the good stuff from Java will be brought over to Bedrock. Right now, there's this major controversy. Oh, Bedrock's the best. Oh, Java's the best. Oh, Bedrock sucks. Oh, Java sucks. They're both Minecraft. They're both great. They both have their pluses and their minuses, and that's just the way it is. So, if Mojang could figure out how to merge them and give all the pluses to both versions, that would be amazing. But anyway, we have uh, cocoa beans. We have pumpkins, we have melons, we have the netherwort, we have the sugar cane, we have the bamboo. I brought the bamboo down here, but it doesn't grow very fast down here. I don't know. It does grow, as you can see, but it's extremely slow. And it may be because it's under that. I don't know. We have potatoes, we have beetroot, we have carrots, we have wheat, we have berries, sweet berries, and in between I have these chests with the crop hoppers. So as I harvest, the the hoppers suck it all up and throw it in these chests, and then I replant and off we go. So there's that. And then I had to fix my lava farm because I noticed my middle three cauldrons were never getting refilled. So I nerd pillared up or newbie pillared up or whatever you want to call it. And I had to put three more lava sources in the center because apparently I missed that. I don't know what the last time you saw this. It's hard to see that. 17 out of 17 is my lucky block now. This is a Sky Coins generator. And basically what you do is you put this down, and as time goes, whether you're on or off, the Sky Coins just kind of slowly collect. A lot faster than my cactus farm. Anyway, oh, excuse me, hang on. Sorry about that. Caught me off guard. Uh, right now it has almost 2K in it, and I get 7,500 Sky Coins per hour, and it will hold 100K. So if I log off or just don't pay attention to it, and I come back in 24 hours or whatever, it'll max out at 100K. So you have to come back and empty it every so often, or it just sits full and doesn't collect anymore. I have upgraded it. It's at 4 out of 5, and I need 250K Sky Coins to get the next one. Now, when I upgrade the island, you have to deposit the Sky Coins into the island bank. But for this, it has to not be in the island bank. And once you deposit your Sky Coins in the island bank, you cannot take them back out. Money you can. Sky Coins you cannot. So, I need 250K to go up to max the generation rate. And then I'm at 4 out of 5 on the storage capacity. I need another 250K for that. And this is toggling access. Right now it's set for private. If I set it to public, then anybody who comes to my island could get them or access them. I don't know if it would go to my island or go to them, but anyway, it is what it is. And my island is not public, and I am not going to have any members or anything. I'm not joining up with anybody. So the thing is, I really just don't play well with others. And I don't mean that I enjoy playing in a community. I enjoy playing on a server, but I don't do well sharing a base because I'm a bit of a control freak, And I like to be able to build what I want, when I want, how big I want, what style I want, and not have to worry about somebody else being too close or somebody's style not matching with my style or anything like that. I enjoy playing with other people. If if this was like a realms or just a small server where just me and someone else or whatever, I would absolutely have a ball going over to their place and helping them with a project, or having them come to my place and helping me with a project, or the two of us going caving together, or the two of us going exploring together, or whatever. I enjoy playing with other people. I don't do well sharing a base. When I when I have a base on a vanilla world, whether it's a server or not, I want all the space I want. I don't I don't want to have to worry about people encroaching or me encroaching or no, I don't do well. I've attempted it. I've tried to do it. I don't do well. I have actually ruined friendships that way. Okay, last episode we did some planning, and in between episodes, you might notice I have done a little bit of terraforming. Not anything significant. Oh, before we get too far, I'd like for you to look at my money. As you can see, I am at almost $47 million. The last time you saw me, I was barely over three. I was on earlier, and I don't always pay attention to chat because I'm usually watching TV. And I saw somebody in chat say they were buying pet eggs and different kinds of boss things. And I thought, pet eggs? Oh my gosh, I have all those pet eggs. So I loaded up my pet eggs. I had like 17 of them. And I went to this person's island and I sold all my pet eggs. They were 2.5 million each. So, yeah, I went from a little over 3 mil to almost 47. And I would have had more than that, but I spent a whole bunch buying some blocks. So, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, well, these pet eggs are useful. Now, I'm going to show you what I did off camera. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. As you can see, I planted some mangroves. That one is so weird. I can't decide if I want to keep it because it is so weird or if I want to not keep it. Thinking really hard about just pillaring up there and just taking that top section off. But that's the way it grew naturally. All I did was plant the propagule. I planted the propagule and bone mealed it, and it made that. So that top part's just weird. I don't know. I can't decide. So anyway, as you can see, I terraformed this also. Well, the pod saw was there from farming spruce, but I'm talking about the dirt. I spent quite a bit on dirt, believe me, and it is solid. I don't do the thing. It's solid all the way down to the slabs. I don't want to have to teleport out and come back over here. Anyway, so I got the fence ready, and I did the arch, and this is nothing more than chiseled stone, and then cobble walls, some more chiseled, and then stone brick stairs and a stone brick slab, and some lanterns. And this is just chiseled cobbled wall and lantern. And I told you in a previous episode, so I'm saving all these iron blocks for, and you'll see why later. Well, this is why. I overestimated quite extensively. I have a lot of iron bars. A lot of iron bars. I made a lot. There's a lot. We could rebuild this about 50 times at least and still have leftover iron bars. I was like, Oh, oh, yeah. Okay. I could have used that iron for something else. But anyway, what's dead is dead. So today, I want to do the little church. I want to do the little church. And as I said, we're going to build inside out. Uh, there we go. I'm going to put this here. I know we have the personal vault that we can work with, but I want to. I'm so tickled. I'm so tickled. Um, I don't want to have to keep running back and forth. We're going to have to do some running back and forth to get started. I don't want to have to do a lot of running back and forth, so I want to be able to throw my extras in here. And I only have two personal vaults, and there's already a bunch of crap in that one, and a whole bunch of crap in that one, and I don't have the third one unlocked. I don't know what I have to do to get it unlocked. I really don't care. I'm happy with the two. But anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here already, so I can't depend on that for my building storage. So let's go ahead. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but I upgraded. I got another kit. You know those kits, and you cash them in, and you get ender pearls, and you get golden apples, you get some steak, and you get armor and tools. Well, this tomahawk kit is better than what I had. I had sirloin, I believe, and this one has unbreaking 5, fortune 3, efficiency 5. So it's not like a major leap in advancement for that, but it's a significant improvement. But anyway, it's 535, 535, 535, 535. Unbreaking 5, fire aspect 2, and sharpness 5. Then we have protection 4, fire protection 2, unbreaking 5, 4, 2, and 5, 4, 2, and 5, 4, 2, and 5. So, and there's a way you can make, I think people are calling them professional tools, and the stats on those are even better, but I haven't got into that, and I'm not that concerned with it. Maybe I should be. But really, the only time I use these tools is to chop down a few trees or to stand at the ore generator while I'm watching TV or, harvesting crops real quick. So I'm not doing anything that significant. So I'm not real concerned. Oh, and I did a stupid thing. I did a few stupid things. When I made this, I bought all the whole section of the, is this the mycelium? Or is that the mycelium? Crimson mycelium and warped mycelium. Yes. Well, all I really needed to do, if I was trying to save money, which I was, is you can get netherrack from the ore generator. So that's free, except for your time, which is not free. But all I needed was one block, and then surround it with netherrack, and then use bone meal, and then get all of my. I didn't do that. And then to make matters worse, see, it's doing a little bit. It's not horrible. It's pretty bad. If you're a redstone person, don't look at that because it'll give you nightmares. But anyway, so not only did I do it the wrong way to start with, and I wasted money. Not that it was that big a deal. Obviously, we made it back and then some. But if you're coming here and you're trying to do this, don't waste your money on that. Just use your bone meal, and bone meal is free. All you gotta do is smack some skeletons. And there are people on the server who have mob spawners and stuff that they have available. You can just go to their island. If you don't have your own skeletons, go to their island, kill some skeletons, get some bones, come home and do your bone meal, or do composters and wheat seeds or whatever. Anyway, anyway. So not only did I do it wrong the first time by wasting my money, then after I got all this other stuff going, I shifted it over because it was too far over that way and everything was kind of cattywampus. So then I had to do it again. But that time I used the other rack. But without Silk Touch, you know, I had to anyway. And then the other thing was I bought a bunch of sand to smelt to make this glass, right? Let me show you something weird. Okay, so sand is $400 each block. So if you buy one stack, that's a stack times 400. That's 400 times 64 for one stack, right? Well, that's what I did. I bought several stacks so I could smelt it into glass. Am I lagging? There we go. Okay, well, let's go to no, main menu. Okay. Let's go to colored blocks, shall we? Remember, $400 for one block of sand. Here's a glass, one block, $75. And I didn't have to smelt it. Yeah. Then there's glass panes. The glass panes are $75 each. However, I can buy that, take 6 of those, and you can turn it into what, 16 panes? So it's cheaper to get the glass and then turn them into panes. But anyway, my point is not how stupid I am. My point is if you come here and you're wanting to play, make sure you check different things in the shop. Oh, another thing I noticed, concrete, if you pay for the sand and you pay for the gravel, just one gravel and one sand is $900. Okay? You can buy concrete for like 75 or something. So it doesn't make any sense. So, but anyway, make sure you check your numbers because even if you have $46 million, if you're just throwing it down the toilet, it's going to disappear fast. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying you have to count every penny or should count every penny, but maybe try not to just throw it all away. Okay, let's see. I want to use that. And maybe, no. Okay, and then I bought, oh, that'd be pretty. That would go well. Let's take that. And for pews, thinking dark. Thinking dark. Okay. All right, let's start with that. I want to get this started. I really, really, really am excited about this build. That's what I love about this is being able to build, and I feel like all I've done is grind resources and do all the grunt work. All right, first let's figure out. I think we'll put the church here. It's not going to be a huge church. 3. I know it doesn't have to be symmetrical, but it's going to be. Okay. And it's not going to be super fancy. It's just going to be a box. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I guess that leaves us enough room. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, I could run downstairs and harvest some more, but we're gonna just blow money. Let's get 2 stacks. For time's sake. I just talked to you about being careful with your money, and I'm like, bah. But you know what? Your time's valuable. Your time is valuable. My time is valuable. And I'm trying to record here, so instead of spending all of our time running back and forth, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so I did not make a crafting table. That is something I should have in my inventory at all times. Alright, first of all, I don't think we're going to need any logs. If we do, we have more. How do I want to do the pews? Oh, wait, for one thing, how much were those? 400 each. We need, let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Good Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm. Let's do 3. There. I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Oh, no, no, no. This is going to have to be a longer episode. I'm not even close. I want to at least get the interior completed today. Hmm. No lecterns? Well, maybe in redstone? No. Okay. Is it one? Let's see if we can make a lectern. I need slabs. Okay. So, one, two, three, four, five, six. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Two, three. That on four. And then, I know what we gonna do. I do. Let's do that. Purchase one. And then, how about that? How does that look from here? Yeah, there. And then we can light that. Right? Right. Okay. So that takes care of this being weird size. Alright, now, what are we going to use for pews? Mm, let me try something. Let's do... Oh, that takes up a lot of space. Okay, let's not do... Let's... Well, we need a... Okay, hang on. That's not going to stay there. Okay. So, these pews... That's too close. Okay, let's do that. It's pretty basic. But this is a little bitty church. Okay. And then... Okay. Okay, and something I thought we might do with this. Maybe... to fill this back in. And that's it. And then what if oh, these are creeper faces. Alright, which direction do we want those to go? Okay, that was targeting down. Oh, that's the wrong. It might take a minute with a hoe. And it's upside down. That was from this direction. How about this direction? Okay. So I guess this is the Church of the Creeper. Oh, this one's sideways. Tootie fruity patootie. Okay, so maybe do we go back with this then? I wanted something to break up the podium. Not super crazy about it, but I don't hate it. One thing I've learned through the years of playing Minecraft and building, if you don't absolutely hate something, leave it. Leave it for a little while, come back to it. Come back to it tomorrow, come back to it in 30 minutes. And if you absolutely hate it, tear it down and do something different. If you don't absolutely hate it, then you're good to go. I could do I could do signs, but it's too hard. If you've ever been into a church, it's too hard to slide in and out the pews if you have um, it's easier to slide your butt if there's not a side thing on there. Okay, I don't have a flint and steel. Am I going to be able to buy one? We will buy one of those. Oh, I thought I had a bunch of. I do. Okay, I thought I had a bunch of iron. All right. So yeah, this is what this can be: the Church of the Creeper, and all the people buried in the cemetery died to creeper explosions. How about that? How about we make some lore? I like lore. I enjoy lore. I think lore is very important to a build or your theme of your world or whatever. I think it can you play without it? Absolutely. But I think it just adds so much because if you have lore in mind and you're like, okay, well, I want to connect all the villages in the world. Well, that gives you a purpose. Because a lot of times people are like, well, I don't want to play Minecraft anymore because I'm bored. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If you have some kind of lore, if you have some kind of a goal, then you always have something to do. Anyway, that's my personal opinion for what it's worth. We are over time, but I like the progress. I don't feel like it was massive progress, but it was progress. I do like this, I think. I think I like it. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting the creeper face is the thing. I was thinking it was going to be more of a pattern, like a geometrical pattern, not like a creeper face. Um, but that happy accident gave us lore because I definitely don't want to offend anybody. Well, this is this kind of a religion or that kind of a religion, and then some people are atheists and they don't even believe in religion, and all that kind of stuff. So that's I'm not trying to go down that road. So this happy accident is actually better because this is a Minecraft church. The Church of the Creeper. So that worked out. I think I do like that. And so next episode we will start working on the walls. Because like I said, this is gonna be super simple. I just want to get some walls up, just make this big enough to look like a little church, and then we'll start putting in graves and oh, I also got some zombie spawners. So we'll start putting in some skelly spawners and some zombie spawners and all that goodness. All that goodness, all that goodness, goodness. Thank you so very much for taking the time to watch my video. I really do appreciate it. It's an honest, sincere thank you. I do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and we will see you later.